I know I'm a content creator, I'm a streamer, I'm the e-boy, I'm the YouTuber. I have to come on guys to our pro tour watch party. I just can't. You know what I mean? I just can't do it. Being legendary on that card also almost doesn't matter. Okay, let's keep this. Let's put back archive, I guess. Ragavan. Dying. My opponent did keep 7. Everyone's been great. Same with Iona. Is Iona for Titan? Get pretty punished for bolting over Heat if they play Bauble, although Heat can just sometimes kill an early Murktide, so that's why I did this. They do keep 2 cards on the top. Do you have a Bauble? They don't have a Bauble, thankfully. Just gonna surveil here. A little bit of value with that Mending. Nice. Mending versus Indulgence is so weird, because, like, casting Indulgence is better than casting Mending, but in a deck with, like, Channeler, Archaeologist, Surveil lands, like, being able to build this over for value is also, like, pretty dang real. I'm just gonna flash it back end of turn here. Halo Fair become playable if it's Grixis. I hate that card, if I'm going to be quite honest. I think that card is awful. It's like slightly better Arcane Proxy, but Arcane Proxy is awful, and I don't know. There's some cards like Halo Forger and Halo Forger. What's the Surveil 3 from the yard? It's not as bad as I like react to it, but they just get suggested over and over and over and again for decks. Or have been, and I just have like this weird bias against them. It feels I need to eliminate it, but they just get suggested so much. Main deck Stern Scolding seems kind of odd at the moment. It's probably okay. Always getting spell pierced. I guess still think it was okay to cast the Preordain there. Nice to be an Underworld Breach deck in moments like this. We just trade a ton of resources and then you got 3 breaches to draw into at some point. I'm going to graveyard this Mentor, despite it being like an okay draw. I think just in general, you really want to have a Monastery Mentor in the graveyard. Yeah. No disdain, I promise. But you know what I mean? It's like Forager comes out. It's a card that's like really hyped up by a lot of people. People like really, really like this card. I evaluated, I think correctly, that it just isn't like you can't build a Crashing Footfalls deck built around it. You can't or you can't competitively do something like this. And then I get like a lot of pushbacks about it for months, and then I don't know, the card just kind of sours in my mind a little bit. No, Ragavan. Why? Ragavan has been like taking my best top decks lately. Maybe I'll still draw one, I guess. At least they can't cast it. Okay, nice. So I'm just going to go and get an island first. Spike in the MTGO Creator Program. Are the applications like live for that yet? I haven't applied, but as far as I could tell, like whatever application process for the MTGO Creator thing hasn't started. Keep an Archaeologist knowing they have Ragavan. Would have been if we found Breach there, we could do like Breach, Helping Hand, Mentor, Bauble. Game's over. Ooh, kind of a brick. Oh, I guess not a complete brick. Star with 13 months. Think he'll come back. Yeah, Metamorphose could be okay. It's like a little Widmore, I feel. That makes sense. Double Channeler. So the hand is Ragavan Mystery card. That Mystery card is a Murktide Regent. No, it's an expressive iteration. Bad sequencing, I think? I don't know. They keep a card on top. It's not, I guess, not the worst ever. Just went live. Okay, so yeah, I've been seeing something about this. All access account. Wait, permanent all access account? Oh, fuck, yes. Early access beta testing. Okay, I'll be applying. I'll be applying. I think I'm actually gonna go for Archaeologist here. We need to find we need to find specifically the card Underworld Breach. And we're just kind of just digging for that at the moment. April Fools? No, it's a real thing. And there's also MTGO Creator Showdown. This is like a like what they've been doing for Arena. I feel for like years. Gain limited access to Moto with specifically curated account for creators like you. That's stand out of the crowd. Okay, I'm not custom designed avatars exclusive for creators. Okay, well I'm gonna keep my Jade Avenger probably unless they have like alt art Jade Avenger. You also get to stream content about our newest sets the weekend prior to events launching on Moto. Holy shit. This is a game changer. Imagine I don't get in. That'd be so funny. Okay, again, I am just digging for the card Underworld Breach. Do I have another archaeologist in the yard? I do, okay. Get through this, Ragavan. Yeah, I might not get in for being too disdainful, too controversial. Oof, third iteration. I'm literally just gonna apply on the other monitor here. Wait, what did the heat? I guess my token, right? Am I controversial? I don't feel like I am. I just kind of joke that I am because uh, I don't get preview cards. Okay, I've been digging hard for my second breach, dude. I got 3 of them in the deck. We lost 1 to a Ragavan. Although my opponent has a counterspell. Maybe that was Spell Pierce. We still don't find it. I guess I can go Ephemerate though. But maybe I should just go Heated Channeler this turn and then die to counterspell. Okay. Down a game against Murktide. We're gonna bring in the Teferi. We're gonna bring in the Hearses. Not a lot else. I'm gonna try Mending number 4. We keep in my Archaeologists. Sideboarding's so tough. Maybe I could cut Mentor number 4. I'm gonna cut Helping Hand number 4. As I apply to the MTGO Creator Program. Okay, keep a turn 2 Hearse in the play against Murktide. Please share what makes you an exceptional candidate for our exclusive program. Can somebody type up? No, I'll do it. What do I say? Example of your content. It says, please share what makes you an exceptional candidate for our exclusive program. Example of your content. If selected, will you be able to create at least 5 pieces of content per month? Probably. What is your content rating? Oh, okay. What did you say? Teen? PG? I do swear. Send a link to the Harry clip? Dude, that would be so sick. Hey, it's me, your friend Aspiring Spike. PG-13. Yeah, I'm gonna go with PG-13. I have 10 plus years experience with Magic Online. How familiar are you? Play daily. What's my Magic Online username? I know that one. Please provide a headshot. Dude, I have sent in so many headshots lately to like Will and Anu and stuff. That's true, I do need a new one. Okay, I'll finish the application after the stream. I'll type something up. It would be so funny if I didn't get in. I just I don't think I'm gonna get a preview card for MH3. I'm just simply too controversial. Oh, all-time trophy record holder, yeah. What are my qualifications? I have streamed Magic Online full-time for 4 years. Please let me in. You're definitely not going to get a Ministry preview because how much you keep talking about it? Yeah, I mean, I kind of don't want one. I think it'd be really funny if I don't. But also, why would, I don't know. It doesn't seem like what I'd say or do would have any impact, I would think. But I think I kind of like the idea of not getting one. I think it'd be, I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of funny. I think I'm gonna keep that counterspell. Keep chewing him up with the hearse. Yeah, I think I'm just still holding up mana. They're fetching on their upkeep here. Seems like I should probably strand a 3/3 Murktide. Although I don't know if their play is literally just non-fetch land 3/3 Murktide. Like I just actually don't really care. Watching Saiyan, Leyline, Enchantress, wondering if deck with Temple Guard and Stomping Grounds. Would it be best to include the Sultai one? Maybe. It's just so tough with the triumphs and stuff. There's just kind of like pros and cons to all of them. That could be the way to go. Seems like a good argument. Okay, I guess we'll take the Flame of Anor trade here. I need a helping hand. Okay. No helping hand yet. It's okay. These kind of matchups you just get to bide your time, I feel like, for a long time. If I find one here, would I cast it? Well, I don't have that decision to make, I guess. I'm gonna take the Unholy Heat and then just hold up Counterspell mana here. Did my YouTubes really put in 50,000 a day? That can't be right. Sounds like a made up number. I do have no idea though. Probably should have actually counterspelled the iteration, huh? My YouTube videos get like 10,000 views. Yeah, I imagine it's like a lot less. It's okay. I don't really care. Okay, so we found a helping hand. And it's a fairy. I don't think I should wait a turn on the helping hand. I want to be able to go helping hand into Preordain with counterspell up if possible. My opponent also just has a counterspell here, so if I go helping hand, they counter, I counter back, and they just heat or bolt. I don't get really any value off my mentor. I think I probably will not. Okay, I'll counterspell this. This is just, a card that's very hard to not throw a counterspell out in these kind of spots. Oh, 2 Fables. Okay, I've almost never imagined that would have been my opponent's turn here. Okay, if we can Preordain into Underworld Breach, we win. Oh, we don't have a Bauble? Okay, maybe not then. Okay, I'm going to keep this Underworld Breach. Just don't have a Bauble in, like, these million cards. I think even just, like, Breach Preordain is good, because if I hit a land, then I can cast another Preordain. Even if not, just, like, 2 extra Monk tokens is not the worst. Although maybe I should have left up. Oh, sorry, I only have 1 white source. I couldn't have left up white for helping hand on Archaeologist. Oh, I also don't have an Archaeologist in my yard. I do have another mentor. So 4 baubles in our deck, 3 looks here. No bauble nor land. Found the land, so we get to make at least 1 more monk and get 3 more looks at a bauble to end this game. Four of them in the deck. It's going to graveyard any non-bauble card. Okay. Not find them. I think we're still in pretty good position here. The Murktide. 6/6 Murktide. 7/7. Two cards in their hand. Got Elshnarn so bad earlier. This is tough. I can see keeping Mentor, going Mentor Hearse. I'm actually gonna bottom both. It's so weird. We just have we have the mending in the yard, so like even if we brick, it's not the end of the world, and I just want to get these monks really, really big if possible. Just maybe too ambitious. We have 7 types, so he deals 7. Sounds like it should. Okay, last counterspell spell pierce. It's kind of fine. So we send with everything. They have to chump with the monk token. And then they're going to take 10 down to 5. That was a tough. I'm kind of glad I took this line because their hand was heat counterspell, so like, or counterspell spell pierce, so just like flashback mending ended up I think playing into what they had pretty well. Once at 5 life, I've got 3 monk tokens. I have a mending in the yard, and that's a pretty good pickup. I have 2 mendings in the yard. So if I kill one of their 2 things, I guess they kill this, jump here, they go to 1, so we'll kill the Murktide and then see how they block. They may actually. No, they're just gonna jump once always. Like they're just always blocking like this. Never mind. Still going to 1. Would Spell Snare for 4 CMC be fine in Modern? Disdainful Stroke is not even playable. Well, Disdainful Stroke is not playable because it's Counterspell is legal and Logic Knot is legal. You just counter any spell for 2 mana. That's not a good argument. But what I don't know. It's a pretty big disparity. I don't know. Interesting question. But it's like almost not comparable to Counterspell or to Disdainful Stroke. Okay, I did not see this card. Legion Foundry. I also do not have a red source for my channeler. I guess we'll keep this still. Enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. 2, sacrifice an artifact, make a 3/3 golem. Huh. How do I like that? Sack another artifact, okay. Guess I'm keeping both of these, since I don't have anything to do with this Hallowed Fountain next turn besides the Preordain. Notably, it looked like you had to tap it to make a golem. Yes, you have to tap. Yeah, if you could just 2 mana activate. Oh, it'd be so gross. I think I should probably Archaeologist here against the monkey. kind of forced to take Breach. I wanted to hit my land next turn, although I could maybe do that just by going Channeler or Preordain. So I think I'm gonna hold a Bauble probably. It's kind of close. Let's just cash in the second Bauble. Counterspell's a pretty mana intensive card. I like this card. It doesn't seem like the kind of card that ends up being very playable usually, but it's pretty nice. Does a lot of things well. I love the ETB. You know, it does seem like they really want Goblin Engineer to be playable. When do you normally punish the full modern review for a new set? I try to get it out as soon as I can. That is not like a super specific date or number. It just kind of just depends on when I can get to it. Like we still don't have the full set out, so usually I wait till the full set's out. I have actually already done like a mini review on YouTube that you can check out for like just the first day of spoilers because the first day was so hype. But I don't know, it just kind of gets done when it's done. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll take that, I guess. The very rare channeler for Murktide trade is available to us too. Not that many good crime enablers pulled. Well, in modern, you just have the card Mishra's Bauble and Relic of Progenitus, which just like we're gonna be committing some crimes. Yeah, the set is also just big. There's a lot of cards. You know, I'm just a one-man team over here. It gets done when it gets done. While Esther listens to me rant and ramble. A second spell pierce. Usually my opponents do. Let's keep Unholy Heat. They do have second spell pierce. Oh, thankfully they attack. So big for us, holy shit. I'd love to surveil a Mentor into yard. That would be so cool. A lot of chances to do that at least. Jason Vraska are going to be parents. What does this mean? Who? I guess so. Jace is pregnant, and is there like a card that is a Gorgon human, whatever Ashiok is hybrid? What is this attack? Sorry, loot discourse. No, I don't know what loot discourse is. They stole a baby from the vault. Loot key to everything. Beginning of your upkeep, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of cards types among non-land permanents you control. You may play the cards this turn. The key to everything? The vault's ultimate prize wasn't exactly what Kellen had imagined. Okay, what's going on now? Who is loot? Okay, my opponent has one card in their hand. I think it's actually kind of nice to counterspell this heat, so I just have the Ragavan checked. Unchecking the Ragavan could be a big problem. We have done the unthinkable. Surveilled the Monastery Mentor into the graveyard. So if this Helping Hand resolves, and if this Underworld Breach resolves, we can make some monks. Seems like loot lived in the vault and is getting adopted. Do we know anything else? He's the key to everything is quite the claim, brother. I don't know. Seems fun. I wish I could put that on my MTGO content creator application. That I am the key to everything. So I even get to turn off my Delirium. So I don't have to attack into a Murktide here. I wonder if I should just tell them that their top card is a Steam Vents. How many monk tokens is too many monk tokens? Certainly not the number we have now. I do have to make sure I don't deck myself. I'm drawing like 5 cards right now. Oh, dang, we got Delirium again. Let's try not to. My opponent here is the opposite of our Demir opponent that conceded. After I mulled a 5 on the play, my hand was awful, and then they just conceded because they missed their second land drop after preordain and considering. This person is the opposite of them. All right, I'm just gonna pass. This will be good here. I think the Unearthed Mentor list with Satoru is a 2 loss in the sauce. Satoru only triggers on non-token, right? Huh, no. I just think it's so funny when you just... Not that it matters here, but just drawing actual 0 lands in this many draws always fascinates me. I don't know. I at the moment I'm not really trying to like build decks with the new cards yet. It's just a little too early. Keep Baubles on board to activate Delirium at will. Yeah, we'll get it when the breach goes to the yard. Okay, gonna snap keep this. It was Insidious Roots. It was Insidious Roots. Yes. That was the card. It would be so nuts with Roots. It's giving all your tokens haste. I was like, yeah, you just gotta can't print the card in the format with Roots legal. Bridge from Below plus Gorehound would probably be too good. Yeah, Bridge from Below is also really good with the Lamplight Phoenix combo. So I've been like very pro unbanning Bridge from Below for a while, and I think Gorehound plus Phoenix is probably time to just let it sleep. So my opponent went turn 1 Undercity Sewers. Graveyard a Misty Rainforest. Mass Hysteria, all creatures as haste. Yeah, I mean, if Mass Hysteria wasn't symmetrical, it would be a pretty interesting card. Nice. We'll play around Spell Pierce here. Don't lie, you never even touched Magus. I don't know what this means. Magus, not Magus? Oh, Magus of the Bridge. Okay, I know what it means. That is true. Yeah, I mean, both these cards are kind of great at the moment. Top deck lands 3 or 4 months. Thank you. Welcome back. You could easily run Hysteria and never run it out until you have the combo. But that's not why. But like Anger is great because you just get to discard it for value. You get to mill it over with Stitcher Supplier for value. It's like a 0 mana card that you never have to cast. as opposed to a 1-mana enchantment that is only good when you have your infinite combo. But but it's also worse than Tyvar, or likely worse than Tyvar. You know what I mean? It's just different. Do we really draw Counterspell? Also bringing Jitte back. Jitte would be a good unban, I think. Force of Negation, the Helping Hand, pitching a Sweepers. I'm just gonna let that go and then play Archaeologist here. Fuels my Breach, and then I can maybe we can go Helping Hand, Breach here. They counterspell this, that is. Okay. Although I'd be kind of surprised if they counterspell this, if they force pitched Spell Pierce. Yeah, how could they ever counter this with like something else? Oh, Edict's my token, sure. Gab, thanks for that. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome all the yellow hatters. Playing this Jeskai Monastery Mentor Helping Hand list. It's going okay. Jitte would be fine. Yeah, I think if Jitte were a legal card in Modern, it would be relatively unimpactful. Any deck with Stoneforge Mystic would play one, and it'd be a card that gets boarded out a lot, and would be particularly good against exactly Yawgmoth. Yeah, that's kind of yeah, that's my current evaluation. Dress down. Okay, let's let this go. Or just not respond to it. Just get the Mentor in play. Should maybe fetch a Hallowed Fountain right now so that I just have Mending up and I can't respond to the fetch, but I don't think that matters so much. Breeding Pool, so like blue-black ring, splash or pick your poison aside. I've been wanting to play blue-black ring lately. I've been kind of struggling on the deck list. Creatures do not get to do enough combat damage for it to be a big enough problem. Yeah, it's yeah, exactly. And like so many decks just don't care about creature combat at all. Well, I sure do love my opponent doing Stone Nothing. I sure do love drawing the perfect card. Oh, no! Ugh, sorry. Okay, we don't get the Channeler this turn. Thankfully, it doesn't matter. I tried to undo my click as quick as I could. Maybe we could have kept the Breach on top. I thought it was pretty likely that all this resolves. I think it's still pretty likely. You have another Shieldred's Edict. Yeah, Archaeologist is pretty good in the Shieldred's Edict metagame. Is it Mishra's Bauble good in the shell? Uh-huh. It's very good. I actually don't know if I'd be playing this deck if this card weren't legal. So I think my opponent's playing Dimir Ring. This probably would like some Force of Negations for Ring. I want the Scolding for the Bowmasters. Teferi feels kind of mandatory to bring in. I think I can play like 2 Scolding, 3 removal spells for Bowmasters / Shieldred and be kind of okay, plus the counter spells. How long was Modern a format before they realized Bauble was a thing? I remember like there was this like Abbot of Carol Keep prowess deck that played Bauble at GP Oklahoma City. That was kind of a big breakout. Until Luris and DRC got printed. I mean, it was obviously like, no, but even before Luris, I feel like it was a big deal. It's unreasonable to want Urza's Bauble Modern. I mean, the heart wants what the heart wants, you know. I think it would be a pretty unbalanced inclusion. But the heart wants what the heart wants. It was an Eggs, right? Eggs was like a little bit before my time in Modern. Graft the Kigger's Cage, huh? Huh. So I have 1 Teferi as a way to deal with that. I'll just like loot these away maybe. Oh, Spike, do you play always only your brews? During tournaments and stuff, sometimes I'll play a different deck that I think is better, but usually like I won't stream those, but to some extent, like, you know, or not to some extent, like the reason I think this stream can be interesting and and why I am engaged is because I come here every day to just like share my ideas. That to me, that's what my stream is about. Um, I find myself to be engaged and able to like talk about deck construction and lines and like really like work on stuff because that's this stream's focus. But it's it's kind of easy to only see me play my brews on stream and think I never play anything else. But just when I play something else, it's like a paper tournament or occasionally off stream. I should be better about talking about how that's, the goal of the channel or whatever, but I'm not particularly good content creator. Dude, this cage is wrecking me. Got a counter bowmaster. Or try to. You're gonna go to a modern tournament with possibly 40% of decks being Amulet. Would I play? Not Mill. Maybe Mill. Oh, they found land number 4. Okay, we're probably gonna go to game 3. If I thought I was going to a tournament that was that big a percentage Mill, I would probably just try to reevaluate. Like, is it 40%? It's so rare that I've ever been to a Magic tournament where a deck is 40% of a field. Also depend on what the rest of the field is. Do I want to play a Wear Tear for Underworld Breach? Or sorry, for Grafdigger's Cage? Yeah, I think I'll have to play. Yeah, I saw the MTGO content creator application. I'm definitely gonna apply. Did you not playing Eldrazi season? No, actually, I guess I was playing, and then I had just bought Splinter Twin, and then I played a couple FNMs with Eldrazi Winter, and then I became a Legacy player. I didn't play any big modern tournaments with Eldrazi, but yeah, I guess some of those were like 40%. Another Bauble on top. Let's keep that. Just get a Surveil land. We can dodge Grafdigger's Cage, and then mill over a Mentor between Surveil and Archaeologist. That'd be really good. Arena Championships so we can 40% Rakdos. Maybe. Actually, I had a good friend who played Rakdos in that tournament. Got 10th place. Karthik. Maybe you shouldn't keep this Preordain actually because of Bowmaster, but if I'm still dreaming about milling over a Mentor, it's kind of an okay card to keep. So what I don't like about taking Stern Scolding here is that my opponent will just know I have Scolding and they can just main phase a Bowmaster. I think I want to hold the Bauble too, because if I draw Mentor, I can just go cast Mentor, cast Bauble, trigger it, and then if they kill Mentor, they can get to unearth it with Helping Hand. It's kind of like, secret way to get a Mentor in the yard, just cast it and let it die. They do have a Bowmaster, which is bad for me. Maybe we can find a removal spell soon. I'm gonna bottom both of these. Alright, let's go ahead and Helping Hand Archaeologist. And then I can take Counterspell, or I can take Teferi, the Fun Raveler. Teferi's not very good against Bowmaster. So graveyard this. Play a Delirious Channeler. And then should I maybe play a Preordain? Don't really like the idea of this token getting to be that big right now. I think I'll still play the Bauble though. What do I view as being the most competitive all-in aggro deck in the meta? I've always been an 8-whack player at heart, but it's never been competitive. Really? I feel like 8-whack's kind of fun. Most competitive all-in aggro deck. So not domain zoom. Prowess won a challenge recently. Prowess is likely about as solid as it ever is. I'm gonna crack this Bauble now. Just gonna let Bowmaster trigger some. Now that I'm just gonna commit to like chumping with the Archaeologist a little bit. Maybe even helping hand an Archaeologist at some point. Okay. I do like this a lot because now I just get to go cast Mentor. If they counter it, I'm not gonna counter back. I'm kind of scared of hard cast Subtlety. Okay. Hard cast Subtlety into untap the One Ring. But I'm not even gonna fight over a fatal push on the Mentor because we just want to set up for the helping hand turn. Red green breach. Yeah, that is true. Like I think the red green like breach storm variant is that I like to play is in a big way. Oh wow, huh. But I think that deck is kind of like a better prowess deck. I was not expecting that. It's like it has like the same like prowess clock elements while having like a really powerful storm finisher with like a lot of selection is very hard to play against. I personally love when archers can't shoot up on card design to decision. Well, I mean, if you've ever watched the Lord of the Rings movies, the orc archers don't hit a lot of stuff. They're simply too beefy to like bring their arms up. I ain't never seen an orc hit anything. Okay. So I'm gonna cast Monastery Mentor. And then I'm gonna cast Underworld Breach. I think I'm gonna cast Bauble 3 times and like only crack 1. The hit Boromir. That was an Urukai. Actually, that was an Urukai. Looks so dumb right now. Okay. Exile Scolding, Counterspell, Preordain. Are Urukai just a clan of orcs? Are they? I thought that they were different. I thought they were like a completely different species. They're closer to half orcs, but still orcs. Okay. A long time since I read the books. So you get one Bowmaster trigger here. Goes after me. I'm gonna crack at least one Bauble on their instep. We could just kind of allow one Bowmaster trigger a turn at least, because everything's a 2/2. They attack, they have damnation, I guess. Just in case they don't. I'd be pretty okay with a damnation though, because they just get to go unearth the Mentor with three fresh cards in my hand. I'm surprised they. I mean, I don't know. Is damnation good against me? I don't even know. Like when you have like reasonable number of creatures yourself. I guess let me go ahead and fetch. So I'm not milling over all of my fetchables. But since I can go, I guess maybe I should have waited because I could have preordained into more things to cast. Just a mending for me here. Force of Negation, Pitch, Lorien revealed. I think I'm gonna counterspell this because I think I'm beating the One Ring at this point, which is like the thing I have to worry about them having here. Fair enough. So I was never countering the One Ring. Am I gonna cast Preordain this turn? It's probably okay. Channeler seems enough better than the average draw to keep it. So they're drawing up to 2 cards in their hand. Cast a Preordain. 1 top, 1 bottom. It's a Murktide Regent. First time we're seeing that card this match. It's gonna be a 7/7. It's gonna go up to 12 after mending. I think I'm gonna just try to find Underworld Breach. Okay, good job. So now we get to go Breach, Helping Hand, Bauble a bunch. And I mean a bunch. Okay, so Helping Hand Mentor. They have a sec. I need to make sure that I'm able to like win this game should my opponent have a second damnation. Which I think actually does involve keeping that extra breach here. So the top card is a Delta. So if their current card in hand isn't good, we're in good shape. I guess we have a Force of Negation in the deck still. Oh no, I went down to only 1 Force of Negation for game 3. So never mind. Do you Helping Hand another Channeler? No, because I'm trying to play around Damnation. That's like the only card I could lose to at this point in the game. So I am although I guess I'm gonna empty my yard. Maybe I should just be graveyarding this breach still. Dead the Bowmaster plus removal on DRC. They don't have Bowmaster in their hand. I cast a Faithful Mending this turn. They would have responded. They also can't have plus removal on DRC since we know they're drawing a Delta next turn. You can graveyard that. Is that still a Polluted Delta? Exile. Breach. We're gonna have another Breach. I think I'm gonna do like 1 more Monk after this. Yeah, anger in a Monastery Mentor deck like this would be so cool. I think this is my last one. Because I just need to have enough resources to beat Damnation left in my deck. And right now I'm drawing like 6 cards off the baubles. If somehow they did sandbag Bowmaster, which seems again incredibly unlikely. We do lose to Bowmaster just killing my channeler then. Attack with the Murktide. It would be great play to not just respond to the mending. Or maybe not even a great play. But a play. Nonetheless. Okay, they don't have it. And they're just drawing a Delta. Five cards left in hand. Should be maybe enough. Again, we're really only thinking about Damnation as the one mystery card. One mystery card instead was a Shieldred. So we're going to go upkeep Heat. Get a concession. Although, I think they're just dead to any non-creature spell, probably. Is there some audio yielding mention triggers? I don't know. I just wasn't thinking about it too much. But you'll just lose more games than because the cards in your deck than you'll win because you needed to win the next turn. Okay, you really need to Preordain into a white source. Oh no! I needed that Preordain in the hand, brother. Wait, I think they're gonna take Underworld Breach. No, they figured it out. Okay, they took a little too long. Given some hope. Now they take the Breach. Maybe they'll take the Archaeologist. Two Inquisitions is interesting. It's not really a card that. Oh wait, this is Selfie again. Wait, Selfie's playing two Inquisitions in this. This has got to be a new list. There's no way you're playing Inquisition and Grief and Thoughtseize. Beat Selfie yesterday. We may get taken out today. But Selfie doesn't play. I feel like, does he play Inquisition? Let me check. Look. Wait, Malakir? Okay, does play two Inquisition in this list. Maybe I guess just do both. Okay, I'm just gonna main phase Mending, try to get Delirium online, try to play around Bowmaster. Don't need any more lands, thank you. Pretty sure I just want to be a bit more proactive here. A burst of speed instead of a bolt. Just something to available to when you go off. Again, I just spent like 10 minutes or something. Not 10 minutes, but I just spent a while talking about why I didn't want to have cards that are only good when I'm going off. You can maybe rewind a little bit. Guess I'm just going to keep the Archaeologist. Although I guess Helping Hand was better because it is an Archaeologist for one less mana. But the Mending, although the Breach was just not good because I didn't have a Bauble, and then obviously immediately top decking Bauble, I get kind of punished. Here's what it is. We have more Breaches in the deck. Did I sign up for Creator Program Moto? Not yet. I will do that after the stream. So nice to have Unholy Heat here. I'm gonna Graveyard the Mentor. Just always kind of want that card in the yard. We can draw Breach and then Helping Hand the Mentor and Bauble a bunch too. Although my opponent will likely get a Nile Spellbomb. They could maybe end up getting a Shadow Spear if they were worried about getting raced by Channeler, which no longer really seems like a problem. Also Nile Spellbomb beats Channeler, so I guess that wouldn't happen. If Burst of Speed cantripped, would that be good enough? We're not proactive enough. I don't know. It doesn't cantrip, so we don't need to worry about it. You know what I mean? So they do get the Nile Spellbomb. And they top deck two pushes in a row, it seems. Just kind of feels bad. And then they make a little mistake by cracking the Spellbomb main phase, because now they can't really attack through my Archaeologist. But I guess they just have this in the hand anyways. Although, still, would have been extra damage. Probably going to pack it on. They got, Castle. They got a lot of damage. It's a good game, too. Okay, so we are down a game. against the Grief Bowmaster deck. Just gonna bring in. Let's bring in the Scoldings. Let's bring in the Purges. I think I'd rather play the first Alpine Moon before the first Wear Tear. I might play 1/1/1 though. My opponent says, "You ever bring good decks?" I don't know how to respond to that. Should I say I have the all-time record for most trophies in one season? Probably not. Stinks that the trophy leader is a trash talker. I don't know. Disappointing. Just a bit of banter. Yeah, maybe just a bit of banter, huh? Salty Spike. I don't know. Just kind of rude. I don't really like this kind of. Yeah, we also like crushed them yesterday, so I just feel like they're probably a little salty from that. I guess I'll just. Let me just inquire if they're salty from yesterday. Just a nice inquiry here. Probably shouldn't have replied. Just got too much to. I just had an inquiry here. The kill on exactly 0 lives? No. Just a bit of banter. if I speak, I'm in big trouble. They take Counterspell, pass back. This is how I get rejected from the Magic Online content creator program. Nice one land keep. Alright, Undying Effect by main phasing this. Dangerous commentary for lose to one-lander. I mean, it's just classic Flood versus Screw, but you know, my opponent's the one. Like, I don't know, this stand's almost definitely not keepable. I'm just getting super flooded, is what it is. Always feel so bad to like lose to someone who's insulting in the chat a little bit. I think I'm just gonna cast Mentor the Stern, hope for the best. Was Magic Online's premier content creator? Do you think chat window has overall positive or negative feature? I don't know. I'm neutral. Don't have strong feelings. And cast a Preordain here. Finds an Urza Saga. And Fatal Pushes. Yeah, not exactly seeing like an avenue to victory here, unfortunately. What's the context about yesterday? I mean, we just beat them yesterday. I can't even remember the match. I just remember winning. And I don't know. Just a lot of friendly banter with my opponent here. Right, let's go to next match. Let's keep our 6. Probably just gonna put back the Heat. Could get punished for that though. So I really wish I could stack both of these on top and then Archaeologist the Mentor into the yard. I think I'm still just going to keep both on top and then use, just cast Mentor turn 3. If it dies, then we can go off with Helping Hand. One's got a upkeep stop here on their own upkeep. This card is interesting. Lotus Ring, indestructible. Equipped creature gets +3/+3, has vigilance, and tap, sacrifice this creature, add 3 mana of any one color. Card is interesting. It's 3/3 vigilance. So if you're pairing this with like Pure Steel Paladin, you get to like just turn all of your creatures into Black Lotuses. Wait, why are they evoking Grieve? Just to get my help. They got to take Preordain? Deal. So wait, oh, this is not legal in. Wait, yeah, sorry. I'm so confused by the stupid like. Sorry, I should respond to this. I'm so confused by the bonus sheet stuff. So I think I even want to just main phase the Bolt and the Voidwalker. So bad if they have an Undying effect to wait. If I draw land, I can go Mentor, Helping Hand, Archaeologist, make a Monk. Also, if this dies, I want to Helping Hand the Mentor. It will be modern legal. Vein Ripper? No, just Blessing. Yes, we'll keep that on top. If we Helping Hand Archaeologist, the Breach will be a bit better. Okay, so we're not gonna do that. They have 2 cards in their hand. One of them is a Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, I heard about the big score sheet supposed to be, I don't know, not what it is or something. So I guess I probably am supposed to just Helping Hand my Archaeologist. Oh, probably don't exile Archaeologist as part of the costs. So we find a Bauble, which lets us now Bauble 2 more times because of the mill from the Archaeologist. The top card's a Bloodstained Mire. We even get to attack Sorin for 6 here. Yeah, I saw the MTGO content creator program thing. I'm excited to apply. Vigo, the trouble of assembling free equip synergies is as impactful as game ending as free equip strategies. Yeah, I mean, so like one thing is Hammer sucks at the moment, right? So, this would have to be better than Hammer, but Hammer isn't very good. Could you assemble a combo with this card? It seems like an interesting mana engine, but yeah, you do have to jump through hoops for it. Also, Zerta is kind of an interesting like cost reducer for the equip because you don't have to make it actual 0 either. I'm like really interested by the card, but I agree it probably will not do a ton. Okay, so let's go grab Helping Hand, Channeler. And then I think I can Bauble only one time. But even just Breach Bauble is going to be hella lethal here. What set is the ring being put in? It's so there was going to be an aftermath for this set. They saw that Aftermath was like a really unpopular product, and then they canceled it, and so now it's just in the standard booster with a different set symbols, which I think is so weird. But whatever. There's so much about Magic that's weird these days. Yeah, so modern legal, standard legal. Yeah, just like Aftermath was. Aftermath I know is at least pioneer in modern legal. Yeah, because it's the GG, it's super dead. That was a sick turn. So we're on the draw against mono black vampires. It seems like they're playing not Cabal Coffers because they have Shizo in their deck. They're probably like mono black ring without the Field of Ruin mana base with Sorin Vein Ripper, which is interesting. I'm gonna bring in Celestial Purge. I don't think they're on Blood Gas, otherwise I'd bring in her. Scolding is good against them. Let's cut the lightning. Well, I guess they have Voidwalker. Let's keep in the lightning bolt. Just do some trimming. One Archaeologist, one Helping Hand, Ephemerate, Mending. Nobly Nissa. Yeah, Nissa's a crazy card. Like, you got Nissa, and you got Cosmic Rebirth, and then you got like the Human Lord from Aftermath. I thought Aftermath was cool. Which would you have preferred? They release Big as a standalone next month and can buy the main set, what you're doing, or shovel the cards when I never see them. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm not hating on it. I don't know what I'd prefer. I guess with like the MH3 release schedule, it's good that they are combining it. It just makes it confusing. I think that one thing that would really help spoiler season is if they just did one thing at a time. Like if there was just never any blend, like they spoil the standard set all at once, no other spoilers from any other set. They spoiled the commander products all at once, no other spoilers from any set. Or like if everything's in the same pack, they go standard, then the bonus sheets together, and then like the commander set, and then like they didn't mix it in with any other products that are happening. I think it would, for me, be a nice little upgrade. They're designed for standards, so they can't be that powerful. I mean, I don't know if this is true. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a blue-white Surveil land and see if we can get, Delirium going. With this, we can. If we discard Underworld Breach. Linz with 21 months, thank you so much. Welcome back. They're just being hyperbolic, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. The vast majority of cards are printed in standard sets. Okay, I think with Breach in hand, we're just graveyarding almost anything, including the Helping Hand. Is that good? Yeah, I guess because I have Breach in hand, that's good. Let's cast this Mending. See if we can get Delirium again. Don't hate this. I think I'm gonna graveyard it though. So I think against Ashek, I'm gonna discard Breach, just Breach land. Seems okay. Could keep the land. Oh, Fervent Champion with the Lotus. That's kind of cool. Certainly something. So they take my Archaeologist, I get Delirium, which is the better of the two cards. Although they can remove Delirium by activating Ashiok. So I guess that'll just be their line. Oh, they took the Mending. And then they activate Ashiok. Then they play a Swamp. And we cast our Archaeologist, looking for a Preordain or a red removal spell. Found the red removal spell. Even if we don't find Delirium, we get to kill Ashiok here. I think we may be out of breaches. Yeah, that's our third and final Underworld Breach. Delirium will be online, thankfully. Celestial Purge seems like a good enough top deck. We're pretty ahead on board, so like, you know, in general, you're ahead on board. Take a 1-for-1. Okay, yeah, also, what is Cole the Forge Master? So I gotta read that one. Red white. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, if it was enchanted or equipped, return it to its hand. Ooh. I was expecting this to be like a 4-mana card or something. It's only 2 mana. So you got, I mean, theoretically, this is a turn 3 infinite mana combo. Unlikely to be a super competitive one, unfortunately, but very cool. We cheered the 15 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Appreciate you. You have a play? Shieldred's Edict? Dude, our Archaeologist is so good against Shieldred's Edict. A pretty nice card to be playing in the Edict metagame. Their last card could very easily be Vein Ripper, I guess. Let's Counterspell. I guess I'll keep the Helping Hand. Which would give us fuel to sacrifice to the Vein Ripper trigger if they go land Vein Ripper. Well, I guess we could just also attack. Don't need a second Celestial Purge. Preordain's probably just a good enough hit to be always keeping on top. They have a Cling to Dust as a last card. No. Could have been a Shieldred's Edict too. Okay, I'm gonna take. Let's take Counterspell here. Easy peasy. Okay, I'm also gonna get a 4-1 prediction going. I guess technically, if we lose this match, that would count as a failed prediction, but we have to lose this game somehow, which seems impossible, and we also have to lose next game. So, 4-1 prediction live. I let this resolve as it is a blank card. GG. Medium fan, they say. Every time someone says medium fan, I know they're a big fan. It's become this weird secret code. I think I know how to play around the Surveil deck, or play against it, or hopefully. I haven't played against it very often. I know to kill that bad boy. I guess we can kill the Chandler first. Because sometimes you kill Chandler, you can strand the Phantasm for a while. My very own Dragon Rage's Channeler. I think I can't really like play Channeler and double spell with it very well because I kind of need to get white mana off this. So I think I'm just gonna pass. Would you mod or VIP or chatter if they got a tattoo related to you or the channel? Depends on the tattoo. If you got a Jade Avenger, then yeah. I think anything else, no. If you got like a cool piece of magic art that was like a nice normal thing that you could like, you know, don't get twitch.tv/aspiring spike tattooed on your face. But if you got, a nice, funny one, then yeah. Yeah, Cloth's tattoo. Can you explain the Jade Avenger thing? I don't know. I just really like the Jade Avenger. I think it's a cute frog. It's a samurai frog. I think that's neat. And to some extent, the Jade Avenger thing is like I'd like poured over MH2 really really hard. Somehow this was like a card that just like wasn't in my data banks. The Jade Avenger. And it was at the time it was like really interesting to me to see a card that I didn't know exist that was in MH2 because obviously it's just kind of like a normal common. And then also like MH like when MH2 was starting to be when it was a set that came out, like it was a really crazy time. And if you think I get like a lot of repeat questions now, it was like extra bad back then where like I would be in the middle of saying a question. Oh, they just didn't attack. But I would be like in the middle of answering a question, and then I would get the exact same question uh, back from it. So I just started to answer Jade Avenger. So I'm gonna try to block and then ephemerate. Just the one of ephemerate. Nice resolves, love that. We find another copy of Unholy Heat, which is a big deal here. Lotus Ring's unplayable. Well, it is potentially playable if you can figure out a combo with it. I agree at the moment. We also build over Mentor. I agree that if you can't figure out a combo with it, it's likely not going to be very good. Let's counterspell here. Their Underworld Breaches look cooler than mine. Started again opinions on Layla and Modern. I've had a lot of questions about Layla. I know Layla's cool. I would love for Layla to be like a playable Modern card, but at the moment I'm not very optimistic that that's the case. It's one new spoiler. It's the One Ring plus Black Lotus Ring. We've seen it. I like framing it that way though. So if they want to cast a Bauble again, they have to get rid of their Thassa's Oracle. They said not to do that. I like how fast they chose not to do that. I think I might have struggled with that decision a little bit. So we get to Ephemerate our Archaeologist. I already have a Breach in my hand. I think I'm taking Preordain, so I could maybe try to Preordain. I don't know. I could just Preordain from the yard too. So I guess I should be bobbling first because what I want to do is bobble and find a fetch land. Well, I guess I'm just never gonna actually see any more cards in the Preordain. Never mind. But I want to find a fetch land so I can cast it on Holy Heat so I don't die to a combo as easily since Archaeologist is a combo piece. Or sorry, Channeler is a combo piece. Okay, I do find the fetch land. Oh, okay. So it seems like their hand wasn't good enough to continue. Nice to be up a game. I guess if we win, we confirm that our build is better than theirs, huh? So I'm gonna bring in the hearses. Stern Scolding does counter everything in their deck, although being on the draw, it's certainly worse. Also, saving Force of Negation for forcing Breach seems really important. I think I'm going to bring these in too. So I think I probably don't want the Scoldings because I just kind of don't feel like I have the room. Maybe I could play one. I think I'm likely going to trim a Mentor, trim a Helping Hand Mentor, Ephemerate Breach Archaeologist, and then I have to cut one more card. Purge or Breach. It would be better to bring in Wear Tear, although I guess Purge kills Channeler too. But I think I'd rather try to fight it with like Force of Negation and Hearse instead, if possible. Yeah, let's try this. People are very mad about Loot for some reason. I think he's cute. I think Loot is cool. I don't know. I just want to know what the key to everything means. It's quite the claim. Hey Lucy, are you the key to everything? So I would really like to save the Bauble until turn 3 after I play a Mentor. When is our regular Elves League? Probably elves on hold till MH3, unfortunately. I love elves. Elves is like one of my main pet decks. I've been thinking about breakout and elves a little bit lately. Um, but boy, would that just be so much better. So much better. Were Priest of Titania already legal in Modern? Are story spoilers allowed? I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. I've never really thought about someone in the chat spoiling the Magic story. Oh, they have Hearse? Dang. I'd be the only one with Hearse. Okay, at least I have this one. The key to everything is very clear if you read the story. Okay, so I'll look into it later. I guess there are like people in the chat all the time when I talk about the Magic story. Like I love the Magic story, the lore and the characters and everything. Blood Moon. I was not expecting to get Blood Moon. If that's their play next turn, if it's just Blood Moon, I'm kind of like cooking still because I get to go Hearse. Well, I get to go Hearse. What a random card. What a weird card to draw, I feel. I can't believe I just drew Hearse. But it also has like a lot of double blue cards in their deck. Or like, I don't know, they've Counterspell and Oracle. Maybe that's not that many. Smack for 7. Looking pretty good. Heat my own mentor. Well, at least this turn it doesn't make sense to heat my own mentor. But that is a line available to us going forward. Shouldn't be using your Hearses to stop their Hearses. Well, if I do this now, I get to exile cards with Hearse. If I wait, then my opponent can counter a Hearse activation with a Hearse activation. I don't know. It's a weird dynamic. Okay, they find a removal spell for the Mentor. 2 cards in their hand. You just attack. You didn't counter their Hearse activation with your own. They responded. Didn't they respond to me casting Hearse by activating Hearse? Or am I misremembering? I cast Hearse. Oh, I guess. Sorry, I thought I had done that, but maybe not. It does look like I didn't. Didn't you have the first one play already untapped? They respond to Hearse being cast. Yes, okay. That's what I thought. Obviously, that's when they should have done it. But next turn I can go like heat my own monk token, crew both Hearses, attack for 6. Or attack for 10, and I'm still dealing 6 damage even if they kill one of my Hearses, which they can't really do. So I feel like I'm probably going to win next turn. So they find a lightning bolt. So I'm down a monk here. So now... I mean, I just don't lose to anything, right? I just don't lose to heat or bolt here, so... I'm going to... This is a very fancy play. So I'm going to go Unholy Heat, target my monk. For those of you who want me to Force of Negation my own Unholy Heat, I can't do that because it's my turn. But before 1, okay, take that. I do have a backup deck. Do I want to go to the backup deck or do I want to keep playing this one? I know this deck is really sick.